This is the part that we go into. So you have a song that's released, which is called Broken.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you're an advocate for mental health and people understanding that everything is okay and, you don't have to. So this is what we call it a deep dive into the section of the podcast, understanding the lyrics. Because
Okay.
want you to explain yourself. It's one thing to listen to it and understand it, but then, to actually have you explain it. So first of all, people, Emily Olsen, Spotify, Broken.
Fingers running through my hair, voices messing with my brain. I don't know what's going on, but it's driving me insane.
Classic song. But so it starts off with saying, and forgive me because in case I get the words wrong, correct
Don't
me.
worry.
Yeah. So fingers running through my hair,
Mm-hmm.
voices messing with my brain. I don't know what's going on, but it's driving me insane. Shadows on the corridor, homemade river on my floor. It don't matter what I do. I am broken, I am empty, and I am begging for someone to help me because I'm fighting something I can't see. It's just me against me.
I am broken, I am empty, and I'm begging for someone to help me, 'cause I'm fighting something that I can't see. It's just me against me.
First of all, I don't believe you wrote the song when you were 15. This is way too smart for a 15-year-old. So break that down for me. You felt, is it every time you went through the situation you were going through, you felt broken and you felt empty?
I think it was specifically the first part of this song is sort of how you feel when you're having a panic attack. And it's sort of something I found easy to write because something I was having quite a lot as a young girl. And it's particularly the chorus, that is how a lot of people feel, you know? And again, that's something that I felt completely alone with until I was older and I met more people like me, or more people that were willing to share that side of themselves with me. And the broken and the empty, I think that is something that when you go really deep down the rabbit hole, that's where you find yourself sitting. And obviously sometimes it can get worse than that. Luckily for me, I never got to that extent of it. But I think having somebody else say it and having somebody else feel those feelings, it can already make you feel slightly less alone in them. So when I met people who were like, this is exactly how I feel, or telling me about their stories, and I was like, oh, actually, I feel like that sometimes, and it's really nice to know that you feel like that sometimes. And I think the reason for me saying these words, even though it can hit really deep, is because sometimes it's easier once somebody else has said them first. That's sort of the reason for this first part of Broken.
So I mean, when you say it's I'm fighting something that I can't see, it's just me against me. What is this fight like?
Do you know, have you ever seen Kronk's New Groove?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, it's a cartoon, and it's great. Would recommend. And it's like this guy, and he's a chef, and he's got these two little people sitting on his shoulders. You got the little angel, and you got the little devil.
I have two devils, but yeah, I definitely understand. Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that. But it's kind of like arguing with a tiny little version of yourself that wants everything to go badly. You know, and they're telling you how bad everything's going to be and what the worst possible case scenario is for wearing the wrong socks, for doing the wrong hairstyle, for washing your hair on the wrong day. And it's literally having that conversation and trying to tell this person to F off, because that's not going to happen, or even if it did happen, that would be okay. But sometimes it's hard to fight that voice. So the fighting with yourself is literally like talking to a little tiny version of you that hates you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes on with breathe in, breathe out. Don't listen to what they are talking about. Head down, don't swim or you drown. You can do it. Don't dare make a sound. Then it goes on to I am broken, I am empty. I'm begging for someone to help me because I'm fighting something that they can't see. It's everyone against me. I'm assuming, and it goes all against me because I am broken, because I'm empty. So eventually you stop fighting against yourself because people don't see what you're going through or they don't understand it. So when you start fighting, because you have to start explaining yourself and trying to, how does that actually feel?
Feels really crap. Especially when you're in sort of that place of depression and anxiety and you feel really down within yourself. It's really easy to then become that friend that nobody wants to speak to and things like that because they bring the vibe down. Because especially at a young age, it's hard to crawl out of that hole. And sometimes it makes you not want to go out, not want to see your friends. You sit at home, you don't want to do anything. And then it does come to a point where you feel like everybody hates you because you're down all the time. And it feels like everybody hates you, you know? Logically, we know it's not true. Sometimes it can feel a lot like it is. But they just don't know what's wrong and they don't know how to help you, which is a valid response.
Which one is worse? Them not knowing what to say and they start being, I don't know, funny or weird around you, or the people that go, just get on with it, here's a pint. Which one is worse?
I would say the people that don't know how to be around you, to be honest, because it is, of course, it's justified. Like, they're protecting their peace at the end of the day. But the people that sort of like, come on, let's go out. It's getting you out of the house. You're distracting. It's distracting. And the people that are happy to sit with you when you're in that place as well, it just takes that extra mile where it's like, oh, maybe these people don't hate me. And it kind of helps bring you out of the hole a little bit or gives you a little ladder. And I think that even sometimes when you're in that dark place, to have your mate or your bestie be like, come on, we're going out. I look like shit. I don't care. Let's go. It's like, it really does just make the difference of I'm alone to I'm alone with this knobhead. Do you know what I mean?
When does the fighting everyone stop? Does that stop after you stop fighting yourself?
I think
Or does it, or do you stop fighting everyone else, then stop fighting yourself? Or does it just work hand in hand?
I think it just works hand in hand. The more you feel less alone, the more it's like you can kind of accept what's happening, and the more people you meet that have these same things, you're like, this is normal, this is okay, and it's just something you have to work through.
My mind scares me. There's just one thing you can't see. You are not broken, you are not empty. You're just human, kind of like me. You're fighting something I can see, and there's more people like me. See, that's a teardrop moment right there. That's like so that was you telling people it's okay to feel. Do you think it is possible to actually get to a point where you can totally eradicate the feeling of being anxious and overthought?
No.
You don't think so?
I think for a lot of people that's just a part of life. I think there's ways to deal with it, and I think there's ways to make it less scary, but it doesn't just disappear. You're always going to have that flicker, you know? But you become a lot stronger and you find people and you find ways to cope with that. I mean, maybe it is possible. I haven't found it yet. Fingers crossed. But I think the goal is not to get rid of it completely. The goal is to be able to accept it and to move on from it. You know, like you've got that little tiny horrible person in your brain and you're like, I won't go for a drink with you anyways. Do you know what I mean? So you just kind of accept it and not dwell on it.
Well, it's a classic song, Broken People. Please listen to it, or come listen to it live at 26th of February, Korak Live Music Event. Well, it's been, I think your music is amazing. You're an amazing person.
Thank you.
I can just tell these things. I'm wrong maybe 1 in 50 times. And right now I'm on like 47, so you're good. There's no,
Okay.
maybe the next 3. Somebody has to be terrible.